In this section, we're going to talk about the different recovery models available in SQL Server. Microsoft SQL Server offers 3 different database recovery models. They are simple, full, and bulk logged. We'll talk about each one of these individually. In the simple recovery model, the server only performs minimal logging, so only a very small amount of information is written to the logs during a transaction, and as soon as that transaction completes, the information is cleared out of the log. Therefore, there is no reason to back up the transaction log, and actually you cannot perform a transaction log backup on a database in the simple recovery model. All of this simplifies both the backup and restore process. It does limit our options, though. For a database in the simple recovery model, when we do a restore, we can only restore to the point of time of the most recent backup. That's our only option. Contrast that to the full recovery model, in which detailed logging occurs about every transaction, and the server holds on to that information in a transaction log file that we can access, we can back up, and we should back up for a number of reasons. Most importantly, the transaction log is only cleared when backed up. So if your database is in the full recovery model and you don't perform a transaction log backup, the transaction log will grow infinitely, and that will be a problem. So if you're in the full recovery model, you need to make sure you are doing transaction log backups on a regular basis. This does complicate our backup and restore process, but it also gives us more options. Microsoft has a feature called point-in-time recovery, which allows us, for the logs that we have, we can recover to any point in time in that log. So you could restore your database to exactly how it looked yesterday at 3:45 or 2 weeks ago at 7 a.m. Whatever time you want, as long as you have the appropriate logs backed up, we can restore to that point in time and make the database look exactly like it did at that time. The third option for a recovery model is the bulk logged recovery model. It is similar to the full recovery model and functions the same in most cases. The difference between the bulk logged recovery model and the fully logged recovery model is that certain bulk operations are minimally logged when doing the bulk logged recovery option. This can help increase performance. For example, if you need to import 1,000,000 rows into your database, then that bulk operation could be slowed down by having to write everything to the log. So by using the bulk logged recovery model, much less information would be written to the log, and therefore you could get better performance. So the bulk logged model, not real commonly used, but if you do a number of bulk inserts, it might be something you want to look into. I'll do a real quick demo on how to change the recovery model of a database. Here in Management Studio, I'll connect to the local instance, open up Databases, and I'm going to right-click on AdventureWorks, go to Properties. In the Properties dialog, the fourth one from the top is Options, and in the Options interface, second from the top is Recovery Model. I have full, bulk logged, and simple. AdventureWorks normally installs with a default of simple recovery model. I'm going to go ahead and change mine to full for some of the upcoming demonstrations.